my dear friends. I'm come back, and today we are going to really very interesting topic, which is Victorian era and the literature which is written in the reign of the Queen Victoria, that is called Victorian literature. And this is a very interesting and a very important topic in English literature. So we are going to disclose all these layer of the Victorian era literature. So which kind of literature has been written and what are the circumstances behind that everything was emerging. Basically, there were rapid change and growth were happening at the time because of scientific discovery and England changed with the ruler getting by the novelist and poet. And there one more thing, that is feminism was in a very restricted manner, and there were very few opportunities for the female. They can just teach and work as a governess in any rich household. Therefore, they are not able to go outside, and they are not interlinked or interconnected with outer world. They are just limited towards household chores and responsibilities. But somewhere with the publication houses and printing press, a great kind of transformation has been occurring in the society. Whenever the female find the free time, they started to read the novel, and because of this reading, they are able to expand their mind and their thought process in various dimensions of the society. And with all these transformations and scientific discovery, there is rapid growth and impact in every sphere of the life, whatever the political one and social and in the literature field anymore and many more. So basically, there is a great kind of restrictions for female writer, even though some writer has been emerged during that period. First of all, I would like to define some characteristics of British Victorian literature, which is mainly this is a gap between romanticism and realistic conceptions, because the work has been done in this particular period based on the realism, and this era has been preceded by romanticism and followed by Edwardian era. Therefore, it is also create a gap between both the eras of literature. Both the age has been interlinked together, and a realistic approach has been adopted by all these writers, poets, critics, and other artists. So, because of this, a realistic approach has been adopted, and one more thing has been very important in this era. All these work which has been written is around the theme of middle class complexity of the life. The people who are in the middle class, they are not able to rise themselves, and they are trying to work hard to raise their social status, how they face the situations, which kind of consequences and complications they have gone through. So these are the things which have been mentioned in this work which has been written by the poets. The most prolific figures of this age were Robert Browning and Lord Tennyson, Charlotte Bronte and other sister of Bronte, and Thomas Hardy and Charles Dickens, and so on and so forth. So basically, I would like to discuss about the Robert Browning, because he is most important figure or poet of this era. He also invented dramatic monologue, a different kind of writing skill or genre, you can say that. So, for example, he also wrote about the Porphyria's lover. And if you read that dramatic monologue, you can sense the mystery, the suspense, how anybody killed to his beloved, and he loved her so much, even though eventually he killed her because he's insecure. He is very possessive towards his beloved. So different kind of writing has been emerged, and his wife Elizabeth Browning also wrote very tender and soft, passionate poem about love, and both husband and wife explored different kind of parameters of love, also expressed their love towards each other by the help of poems. These poems are very famous, and then we can talk about the George Eliot. She has faced lots of problem and controversy because he changed her name as George Eliot, and she wrote as a male writer because at the time female writers was not taken seriously by the society and by the critics. Therefore, she changed her name and had given lots of art piece to English classical literature, and therefore, and she also faced various kind of problem. And after that, we have Thomas Hardy. He is also a very important figure of the Victorian era. And after that, we have Charles Dickens. He wrote Oliver Twist. It is a story about an orphan boy who's struggling in his poverty, and after that he also wrote the Tale of Two Cities, and many other novels. So these are the poets and novelists who wrote very well in Victorian era and have given voice entirely different from previous era, and have changed entirely English literature piece, and characteristics of the literature has been changed by them. They have great contribution to shape the Victorian era literature, and they worked a lot to get something very new. And basically, they emphasize Victorian literature portrays the individual attention and a kind of brotherhood, love, fairness, and some moralistic values. These are the central theme of Victorian era's literature. So, in that, during this theme, all work of literature has been revolved, and they just start and express their views on that. So these are the some characteristics and poet and writer and novelist, which is very famous and prolific figure of the Victorian era literature. I hope you would like it and you will understand that, and I will come back something very interesting and new. Till then, you take care and bye bye, and thank you.